I'm Andrew, aka Quassi from Quassi's Bell Tower.
And I'm your brother Brian from Brother Brian Discoveries. And this is
Point Rock Review. Okay guys, so for our first review tonight is going to be Dogfishhead.
90-minute IPA.
Yes, this is a 90-minute IPA. The alcohol on this is 9%. Ooh, another high beer again, Brian.
Our continually hopped Imperial IPA, whose powerful malt backbone stands up to the extreme hopping rate for a pungent, not crushing, hop flavor.
The word pungent, or
Pungent.
kind of scares me a little bit. So let's check this out.
Oh, that is hoppy. Okay.
Yeah, you can smell it. You definitely can smell the hoppy fruitiness to it. It's a nice golden, really golden look to it. It's almost got that dark amber. Yeah, I just didn't get the chance to do that. Dark amber, golden look to it. I'm not sure.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like PP after sugar day.
Oh God. Yeah, somebody's very dehydrated.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of smells like that too. No,
Yeah, it's definitely hoppy. You can smell the fruitiness of the from the hops and stuff in there and everything else.
Yes, yes.
So let's give this a sip and see what happens.
For an IPA, when I first drink it, it hits the back of my tongue. And I can get that overly IPA kind of taste to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then something happens when I've swallowed it down, and it's like an aftertaste starts coming in. And to me, that doesn't taste too bad, even though it is incredibly hoppy. But as for the flavor of it, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
That, or we're just getting used to IPAs finally. No, this isn't that bad. The pungent that they'd say about it, it's kind of there. It's definitely there. You know what I'm getting right now, even though I haven't taken another sip yet, is like my mouth and my tongue. It's got a spicy or a tingly feeling.
Yeah,
I don't know how to describe that. What that is.
It's got like a little zing on it.
Yeah, it's got a little zing on it. That's a good word for it.
It's like I can feel like all the way down the back of the throat, and that's not bad at all. It's kind of like a creamy kind of texture back there too.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the first time, I think I might have found an IPA that's not overall horrible as
most
IPAs are.
One thing I do kind of like about this beer being an IPA is that pine needle taste or whatever. The piney taste is not in that.
Well,
or it's not very strong, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, there is a hint of it. It's not crazy.
Maybe that's where the tingly zing comes from.
It's possible. Our next beer for the evening is Dogfishhead 60-minute IPA India Pale Ale. And this is coming at you at, I thought I saw it.
6%, right?
Oh, it's
6%,
right down there.
right there on the bottom, yep.
Our continually hopped, super fantastic East Coast IPA brewed with a slew of great Northwest hops for a powerful but balanced citrusy hop character.
And I guess, of what I've heard, this 60-minute IPA is supposed to be their what do you want to say, ground ship, or they're breaking the beer that made them who they are today.
Oh, their flagship
beer?
beer?
This is their flagship beer.
No,
That's what I've heard.
Okay, let's give this the 90 I thought was quite interesting, so I'm curious about the 60 now.
Yeah, it's a little more hoppy than the other one. You can smell the hoppiness in it, yeah.
It's hoppy.
Mm-hmm.
save the rest of that for later.
You smell, it's got a little, got the hops, but it's got a little, it's got that fruity. It's got that like grapefruit mango smell to it still. You can definitely tell it's an IPA. Okay, guys, let's take it in. Giggity.
Take it like a man.
Wow, with the smell, it's not as strong as the smell is.
This is grapefruit juice.
Really? That's all you're tasting?
All I'm tasting is that grapefruit.
I don't taste grapefruit at all.
So, whatever they did in the 90 that got rid of a lot of the grapefruit or just didn't stir it up, this has for me. I'm tasting grapefruit juice.
Really? I don't taste any of that. It is a little more hoppy than the 90 minute. In a way, you can taste the hops in it. I'm not getting that grapefruit taste. Actually, I'm kind of really liking this.
This is reminding me a little bit of an IPA I bought in a purple can in New Hampshire. I think it was called Lagunitas IPA. This was reminding me a little bit of that.
Ah.
Although this tastes a little bit better than that. Where it just tasted like straight up grapefruit juice. But the thing is, that one had like an overly powerful alcohol taste to it, which I don't really get an overall alcohol taste to this. It just tastes like straight grapefruit juice to me.
This tastes a little. It tastes more. It's drier than the 90 minute. I think it's a lot drier.
I agree with you.
Because my mouth right now is like water. You know.
But it's like with the 90 minute where it had like a very powerful back end to that, where it had a really strong after flavor that it reminded me of something maybe like wheat or oats or barley or whatever the hell that was. This one doesn't really have that at all. It's like I got like the aftertaste like I licked a grapefruit rind.
So our first review tonight is Dogfishhead 90 Minute IPA. Honestly, the first time I had one of these, of course, you know, this be my review, but I've had this before. The pungent taste they said to it was there. This time around, it really wasn't. Maybe because it sat in the fridge for a little bit longer. I don't know. Or I'm just getting used to IPAs. I don't know. It wasn't bad at all, really. It wasn't very fruity. It wasn't very hoppy. I don't know. It had a really good mix. In a way, I am afraid that I'm getting used to IPAs. I guess, which isn't a bad thing because that's all you can find in the damn stores nowadays. But I will give this one a 3 because it wasn't disappointing.
I agree with that. I mean, it wasn't overly hoppy. It was quite tame for what it was. I mean, when I'm guessing 90 minute IPA, I don't know. Maybe that means I can drink one every 90 minutes because I probably could. Would I buy this again? Maybe. That's a big question mark. I don't really know if I really would buy this again. However, if I was at someone's house and they had 90 minute IPA, it's like, give me that. I would love that again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would go 3.5 on this one.
Wow.
It meets the bar. It exceeds it a little bit. I mean, and that's for an IPA. That's even
exactly.
That's a good number in my book.
Mm-hmm.
So 3.5.
Okay.
And for the next one, the 60-minute IPA that they had. This one is for me falling a little bit lower on the scale. The 90-minute where it was the flavor I had on the back end was quite good. It was very, very pleasant tasting. This one, it doesn't have much of anything on the back end at all, which you would think that would be a good thing because, hey, it could be worse. It could be like pine needles.
Yeah.
But neither of these have that pine needle kind of thing to it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it just seems a little bit more boring than the last one. But to me, it does meet the bar. I probably would drink this again, but I'm not as eager for the 60 as I am for the 90s. This may be your flagship beer, but I think this one is the flagship beer. But, I mean, I think that one's the most presentable. This one, I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go 3 on this one.
Okay. My review on the 60-minute was, it's a little dry compared to the 90. It's got a zing to it. It's not bad. It's not very hoppy. It's not very pine needle-y, I guess you could call it. It's not really got that fruity, like really strong fruity grapefruit taste to it in a way. I think Dogfishhead has a good good understanding of an IPA, because some people just, there's something about IPAs. They're always too fruity, or they're too piney or something. Yeah. I think Dogfishhead has hit this on the nail, or hit the, you know,
they got a really good balance.
They got this. They got a very good balance. Someday I would actually like to go see their brewery.
I think so. I think I would too.
You know, but I kind of like these IPAs. I'm hoping I'm not getting used to IPAs, which, I mean, I guess I'm going to have to, because that's all anybody makes is freaking IPAs anymore. But I'm going to give this one a 3 too. I can't go below a 3. You guys meet the bar. That's it, you know. If I had to compare you guys to other IPAs, which I know a lot of our IPAs have been 3 or lower anyways.
Yeah.
I almost want to go like 4 or 5, but, you know, not liking IPAs, I just have to knock you down. I'm sorry. If I had to compare you to other IPAs, you guys are probably top of the list for IPAs. That's my opinion. So that's 2 beers, 2 reviews,
and 2 more reasons for you to punch that hoppy like button.
Like a dogfish.
Shoot that dog.
Till next time. So, I heard that Dogfishhead has a 75-minute IPA. It's a mix of the 60 and 90-minute IPA. And I guess they put a hint of maple in it. So we're going to experiment. I'm sure it's not going to be the same, but we're going to do it because we like to do stupid shit.
We're going to try. We're going to try.
We are going to mix a 90 and 60 together and drop some homemade maple syrup in there and mix that bad boy up and see what that would taste like.
Yeah, this might not be the way it's supposed to be done, but we're bumpkins, so we're gonna give it a try.
Pumpkins!
I'll give it a turn.
So, to our experiment of 60 and 90 and our own mix of homemade maple syrup.
It's New York maple syrup.
Yes. Here we go. Because they say there's a sweet taste in it too, by the way.
Oh my god.
That is really good. The maple just, wow, pop.
Yeah.
It's not like over, the maple just makes the beer sweet enough. I don't know if that's how there is too. I know I've seen reviews where people have it and they're like, it does give it a bit of a sweetness to it.
Oh my god.
But that's actually really good, right?
Yeah. The maple syrup really counteracts all that that hoppiness
and the pininess and everything.
Exactly.
But it kind of brings it out at the same time. But it's not like overpowering. But
no.
It counteracts it, but it brings it out too at the same time. And where you can, you know.
I don't know what the precise mix is, but if it's anything like this, I so want to try that.
Exactly right. We might have to show up to your brewery just to try that. We might have to take a week off just to go do that.
Point Rock review on the road.
I hope your 75-minute IPA that you make tastes like we just mixed, because if it does, I'm going to love it. And I think you guys should put it on the market. I know it's one of those you have to be there to taste it type of things, which I guess makes sense, you know. I think you should do maybe a limited edition type of thing, like maybe every couple years you have that 75-minute beer come out. So if we're wrong and it doesn't taste like this, you guys should try this anyways. Take a 60 or 90, just save a little bit of it, put it in a small glass, throw some homemade syrup in it, and mix it up and be good to go. I think this is really freaking good together.
This is really good.
If not, we just discovered something for you, Dogfish Ale.
So, any New York bartenders out there that are really interested in mixing together an interesting drink, If you got both dog heads on tap, the 60 and the 90,
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Just throw a little bit of those in the glass, put in a little bit of New York maple syrup,
Mm-hmm.
and holy hell is all I can say.
Yeah, this is really good.
So I think in conclusion, I'm going to say with this mixture the way it is, I mean, there's not much science behind it. We just kind of threw what you had and you had both ones together, and I did my thing. I would give this a 4.5.
Yeah, I would definitely go over a 3 on this for sure. Just because it's got something a little different in it.
There's nothing scientific about it, so I can't really say, oh yeah, that's how it would taste. But as what we did, and you know what we did because you saw it on camera.
Yeah.
Of what I did, 4.5. If they made a beer like that, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah, I think so too. I would definitely give it a 4 to a 4.5. So if you liked our channel, please click the subscribe button and hit that notification button.
It's shaped like a bell.
So I'm sure you can find it. So please join us next week.
Please.
Bye-bye.
www.dogfish.com 1-800-8-DOGFISH in case you want to call them.
Okay, so we can call it, yes.
That's the number for Dogfishhead, and if you want to call Jenny, it's 867-5309.
Wow, you just went there. I was just like, I know that. Why do I know that?
If you guys are noticing I'm itching my nose a lot, it's not cocaine. I just, I have an itchy nose. It means I gotta kiss a fool. And I ain't kissing this guy.
No, please, no. You could be a big pig too, boy. Stop being childish. I'm sure they make this, you know, got Bailey and wheat and grains and everything else. I'm sure there's something, or barley. Yeah,
Bailey's a bad wrestler.
Yeah, yeah, barley, not Bailey.